All right, guys, today we're going to be finding the appropriate display. I'm going to do the odd ones as usual. And we'll start with number 11. The percent of people that drink 0, 1, 2, 3, or more than 3 glasses of water a day. They want us to select an appropriate display for each situation. If I was going to do this one, I think I would want a circle graph. And here's why. With a circle graph, I don't know if it's going to let me move it here. Let's see. With the circle graph, I can go ahead and split my sections up. Let's just say to show 0, 1, 2, 3. So that would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, right? So I can split this up. This might be 1. This could be 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And if my data displayed it, this might be a drink more than glasses of water, right? So this might be people that drink 0 glasses. This might be people that say they drink 1. This might be 2. This could be 3. And this could be more than 3. Okay, that would be a nice, easy way to show the percent of people, right? I could even say if I wanted to, this was, I don't know, 10%. I could say this was 30%. Let's see, we could go with another 10% over here. This might be, well, how about another 30%? Let's see, 30, 30, 60, 70, 80. So that would only leave 20% here. That doesn't even look right. So I'm just going to switch these up to say, back arrow here. I'm going to put this at 20%. Because we've got to make sure the big area reflects the biggest part. So I'm going to move this to say 20% as well. And now that'd be 20 and 20 is 40, 50, 60. So we could say this is 40%. And that would go ahead and tell us all the information in a nice circle graph. We're going to go to number 13 now. Says the circle graph shows the appropriate percent of the total volume for each Great Lake. Then it says display the data using another type. If I was going to use a different type, I think I would go with a bar graph. And if I did a bar graph, I'd probably put a line here and here. And I would probably look at the different, let's see, we're talking about the different ones here. So we might put 7% down here. The next one might be 14%. The next one might be, I'm sorry, that's actually 16%, wasn't it? Let's change that, 16%. The next biggest one is going to be, oh, there was actually one for 2%. I've really got to switch this up. Or I can just alter it down here a little. Okay, and I'll make this 2%. And the next one is going to be 22%. And then 53%. All right, and now over here, we've got, well, this is Lake Erie, so I could put over here with a bar showing Lake Erie. I'm just going to put an E there for Erie. You guys will know what I mean. And then the next bar I could put is Ontario. And I could put it over here. We'll just put an O for Ontario. The next biggest would be, who does it say, Haran, or I would have to look really carefully in this. I'm thinking it says Haran. So we'll make this one to 16%. Put an H there for Haran. And then the next one is Michigan, Lake Michigan. It has a special place in my heart because I was raised up in Indiana, right off of Lake Michigan. Put an M there for that. And the last one is Lake Superior, of course, the biggest of all of them because it is the most superior of all the lakes. Put an S there. And this would give us a good idea, telling us, using a bar graph, how much each one was, displaying the quantity of the volume of the Great Lakes. Part B says, write a convincing argument telling which display is more appropriate. Honestly, I'm going to go with the circle graph. This really kind of tells me, out of all the lakes, how big it is in comparison to the others. So I'm going to put here, using the circle graph allows me to display the differences in the lake volumes. All right, the last one I'm going to go over is number 15. This one says select an appropriate display for each situation. Then justify your reasoning and construct a display on a separate sheet of paper. What can you conclude from the display? Okay, select an appropriate display. They're talking about age groups and they're talking about the number of text per day. I would make a histogram. Making a histogram, I should probably move this. There we go. This is going to allow me to go ahead and show the data. Right here, I can go from 11 to 15. Okay, and then I can go from 16 to 20. And then I can go from 21 to 25. And then 26 to 30. So now over here, since this is the number of text per day, I could come over here and put, well, 10, 17, 23, and 25. It's important to go ahead and label everything. So over here, I put a number of text. Let's see, number of text. Okay, and we know that's per day. And then over here, the age groups. All right, so I constructed my display. I guess I would have to go ahead and put this over here. Oh, I'm sorry, that is 25. Not that. Let's back arrow that. That's going to go to 25, from 11 to 5. And then I can put from, let's see, 16 to 20, 23. Then 21 to 25 would be 17. And the last one is 10, and that stands for 26 to 30. And that histogram will pretty much let me know the age groups and the number of texts per day. All right. And that's all the ones that I'm due to show. I guess, let's see, did I leave anything out? Construct on a separate piece of paper. What can you conclude from your data? It lets me know which age group texts more, and it's definitely the 11 to 15-year-olds. All right. I'll see you in class, and this is our last assignment for the day. So feel good about it. Last assignment for the year. No more lessons. I'll go ahead and hit you up with some videos on getting ready for the FSA as well as the final exam later. But for now, have a good one.